And we're back, folks.
Yeah, that was a scary pop-up. My camera just told me, I'm not a thing anymore. And this guy's about to make us not a thing anymore. Never mind.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough kick.
Speaking of not being a thing anymore... I mean, at least these guys have the decency to attack us one at a time, before they aggressively kill themselves like that guy just did.
They commit Harry Carey.
They commit seppuku.
They commit, I'm going to die myself.
Unless they, outright die.
So, trying to go lower.
They're fine.
Yeah. We had more range for him.
Yeah.
Because he's unaliving people again.
Yeah.
Yes, he's doing what the game says to do, but at the same time...
Stop it.
You eventually don't have people who want to play.
Yeah. Well, so, as I was explaining to Dad, I'm like, okay, so a bunch of things happened. First of all, we got ambushed by displacer beasts just as we were all going to bed.
So excited to come out of their little hidey hole.
They came out of the room that we investigated that had the slope.
And we said, nope, not doing that.
That we didn't know what the hell they were.
We weren't one of them.
Brian first asked, hey, can I make a wisdom check to see if I know what these things are or have experience with them? And Rob's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
They're part of the expert manual. There's no way in hell you've come across these things.
At least not these characters.
You don't know what this is.
Yeah. This is him going, I'm going to kill you now.
We're going to try.
The easiest way I know how.
Where's the beholder? Because behold my beard.
To some degree, that probably would have been better. Beholders have very nasty things attached to them.
At the same time,
they're usually single critters. They don't move in groups.
So, what had happened was we start fighting, and most of us can't even get to the fight. Round 2, round 1 happens, goes off without a hitch, nothing major. Round 2 comes along, and immediately one of our NPCs is critted twice for a whopping 40 points of damage, which was enough to kill him almost.
Which for anybody in the party would be pretty much a death sentence.
For most people in the party.
Yeah.
This guy, it was a death sentence because he was at -10, which means death.
To be fair, though, Rob has allowed it to go to the same amount below before. This time, not so much.
So he said -10 means you die. The end.
No.
So he tried to kill his own NPC.
And then had you... yeah.
So, earlier that evening, for my character, I put on a helmet of chain alignment, which, for the version of D&D we play, it doesn't have 9 alignments, it only has 3. Basic, lawful, neutral, chaotic. So, being as I'm a neutral character, it can go one of 2 ways. It sent me directly over to lawful. And according to him, this means that somehow now I'm like...
I will save you!
Super attached to a character that I'm not so fond of normally. Well, to save his own fucking character, he has me roll a versus spell save, and if I failed it, and he's like, okay, now you're panicking that this person is dying, so I'm going to force you to save them. against your will. And I'm like,
Great.
I was already gonna head over there and, like, do something.
You just maybe want to not do that.
He's like, well, now you have to.
Because you can't break alignment.
No, not even that I can't break alignment. Because my alignment didn't permanently change, it came off when the helmet did. But I'm still feeling residual effects.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, now you have my character against my will.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of you have my character against my will, apparently it did not affect the other character who also put the helmet on, who got turned chaotic.
Mm-hmm. It, on the other hand, did not take permanently.
It did not take permanently with me either. He's like, you're still feeling something about it from putting that helmet on. Okay, so why isn't it... Wait... I have space. But why isn't it affecting the other person then who was basically like, fuck it all?
Because that wasn't what he wanted.
Fuck everyone and everything. I hate you all suck.
Because that wasn't the direction he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He was hoping for somebody to get the lawful, that way he could go, hey, you're going to save my character now.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't even know he was going to get hit for that much. Nobody plans to get Rob Cricket, but when they do, we cry.
Rob loves to do things that...
And on top of that, so most of the people that were being fought were well within the range for close combat.
Mm-hmm.
And these displacer beasts have two options of attack, as I said. They can either bite you, or they can slap you with two tentacles.
He chose for the stronger one of the two.
He picked the two tentacle shots, so they have two attacks each turn.
Yep, so that he
and
can
did not allow them to bite or do simpler damage to avoid, completely shrekking us.
Anymore.
So, with that in mind, yeah, he was trying to fucking murder us.
Mm-hmm. And he calls us murder hobos.
How many bowls do you have?
I asked you.
I have 3. Would you like the third?
Sure, I can spot them.
No, I'm good. I don't need that much weight.
I have to get rid of some weight either way. So I'll give you the shirt.
Yeah, just give me some. Now, who left those there? Definitely was trying to murder us.
He kind of does that. Well, he's very good at it. Let me murder all of you.
Yeah.
Which is usually why people go, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
But Rob doesn't understand that part. Why wouldn't you want to play anymore?
Well, sometimes he lets things slide.
When he feels generous.
When his characters are going to die?
Yeah. When his people are going to die. Then he's all about the generous.
Yeah.
When it's anyone else's, then no.
Though he has said he will not try to murder people who aren't here.
Which is probably a good reason I wasn't there.
I mean, not completely being his.
I cannot carry anymore.
What the hell all did we pick up?
Well, so, first of all, in the magic pile, because we took a bunch of stuff off of Tensor's floating pickup truck.
Mm-hmm. You leveled.
Which, most of the stuff we took off, we either tried to put it on our physical person, or we tried to... We just left it in that room where we found all the food.
I cannot carry anymore.
Yeah, he seems to be trying to weight us down at the same time.
Well, so... we took everything off to make room for food.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we found was a belt of hill giant strength.
Ooh.
Which, instead of the gauntlets of ogre strength that Flint has, which give him from 16 to 18, the hill giant would have given him from 16 to 20.
Mm.
We're going to give it to you if you want it, because your strength's only 15, and anyone else who could possibly use it prefers ranged weapons. Like, Naelin's only a 14, and Mouse is only a 16, but Mouse likes to throw knives, and Naelin likes to shoot. Even though he shoots himself in the foot. Frequently.
I like doing two things. Magic missile?
Yes.
Or my sword.
Well, that's why I told them, I'm like, Lablima frequents the,
1.5 sword.
magic missile.
Mm-hmm. Or the hand and half blade.
There's that too, or your stilettos.
Mm-hmm.
But frequently it's the hand and half.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were like, oh, well, she also does it. And I'm like, yeah, but she tends to frequent the magic missiles if she can, so let's keep it on Brian as an active player, so he goes from 18 to 20 strength.
Mm-hmm.
But you are going to get first dibs when you come back, being as...
That would definitely benefit me.
Yes. If you get into close quarters again.
Well, the fact that it would go from 15 to 20?
And also anything that you bitch slap ends up getting hit for +4.
Oh.
So if you punch things, they get hit harder. I think that's what he said.
Hmm.
I was half paying attention.
Hmm. I will probably end up taking it.
Ooh!
Yeah. Not unless you have something major to put on it.
Why?
121 to whatever.
No, 101 to 110.
Poison damage.
Oh,
121.
so 142.
Yeah, which
Still
still
not it.
isn't. No.
This Warhammer is closer. Still not close enough, though. So, either way, Rob Yes is trying very hard to kill us.
Mm-hmm. Actively now.
Yeah. Well,
Also, with original D&D, anything above like 6th or 7th level, you're not supposed to get there. According to the DM rule book to begin with.
well, it says at level 10 we're supposed to like own kingdoms and property and shit.
Mm-hmm. Or
It
be
goes
godhood.
It goes from D&D to civilization.
Yeah, basically. We have one more guy to kill.
And there's separate guidebooks for all that.
Carry anymore.
Oh, shit.
My pack is full. My pack's
You want to stand on that? I'll stand on this.
Yeah.
And hope for the best.
God Sword of Strength, huh? So, essentially, though, what he's told us is that we are going to...
You're not going to live that long.
So we're doing all this stuff, and it's... We found a bunch of things.
welcome, my champion.
Trying to figure out where it was. Oh, yeah. So he one-shots his own fucking NPC. Makes me go fix it. And then on top of that, like...
It just seems like he's cheating it for his own purposes.
Yeah. He's just...
Like he's trying to create a god character again.
Of course.
Which... Those kind of things do happen occasionally, but it shouldn't be your main goal.
Yeah. So... Like... After we finished all of that... Trying to think.
So did we go down another level?
No. We're still looking for the way out. We've found several rooms with whispers and munchies. So,
those extra rooms that we found were whispers and munchies.
one of the rooms that the room we just found, we seem to find a bunch of rooms with like random murals on them. Like even Rob, in reading the descriptions, says it's weird that these pictures are here.
That doesn't sound good.
It outright says it.
That sounds like mimics might be in there or something.
No, more like. So one room has,
How good a condition are these murals and stuff?
Well, so I've pointed out that maybe this is like a museum. Being as he says, in the room that the displays or beasts were in, there was a mural of coffins and like nobility, and there's dates and times on it.
Yeah, that would be a museum. At least of sorts.
Amongst all the bones and crap, because, animals were just living in there.
It might have been just what happened to go through there at one point or another.
Well, so, beyond that, there's another room. We go and look. There's a room with, coffins in it.
Don't touch it.
Like a burial chamber of some kind. And Ryan's like, yep, nope, we're leaving. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're not staying here. We're not going to
go. Tomb. No.
We will not go through this ominous room with coffins in it unless we absolutely have to, because there is a door on the other side.
We don't want to find a lich or something.
Yeah, we don't want to find more stuff that we shouldn't.
Or something that could de-level us.
Mummies. All that lovely good crap. More haunts.
Yeah, we don't want...
Which Rob keeps reminding us, like, oh, Elspeth has the spell of bravery.
Yes, but that only works temporarily.
Remove fear. And I'm like, yeah, let's not waste it if we don't have to.
Not to mention, the other reason why not to use it, it means that somebody had to be severely afeared, which our Rahatia would be running and screaming before you got a chance to cast it.
That's what I mean. That's not what I'm like. Let's not and say we did for now.
Mm-hmm.
You go around the other way, there's a bunch of munchies and crunchies, there's whispers in some language we don't understand.
Why does it seem like he's trying to herd you back there? That's just my thought.
And then we go through another room, and it's got a depiction of, like, 4 people and a graveyard. With one nobility person pointing into a grave. That's what's on it. Keys? And the room is very rough-hewn. Yeah, we have 4 keys?
Should be 5.
He said the 4 corners, so... You can always check on your next room over. But so... We check the next room, and it's got a bunch of depictions of, like...
Hold on. Oh, I want some. Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
We got a bunch of... Maps complete, so...
Yeah, should be done.
Gucci. We go down into that... It's a rough-hewn room, it's like a Mod Podge together, it's terrible, and there's a wall in particular that's really rough-looking. Like, they didn't have time to smooth it over, so they just kind of, like, pasted paint over it to paint the mural and
it's on 4. Okay.
Yeah. So... We just we walk through the room, because it's covered in dust.
Mm.
We come across another room, and there's an elven mage who's very dead, who's being eaten by 3 giant weasels.
Okay.
Well, the 3 giant weasels are trying to rip him apart. He's already dead, so they're just eating a corpse. They're just hungry.
Okay.
It's okay.
They're not doing anything wrong.
No, not really, but they see us and they try to kill us too.
They're after lunch. Fresh.
Yes, they want lunch. But guess what, Dad? No, we want not to die. Episode's over!
Okay.
Okay. Subscribe if you guys want to. We don't really care if you do, but if you do, you get to see more content like this. Don't forget to ding dong the bell, you ding dongs.
And have a really wonderful day. Yeah.